Falcon fans, and of course, good old Atlanta Falcon fan. You already know what it is. You already know what to do. One time for the fan, we back talking Falcons football. Training camp day one. Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts. Man, we litty, man. I just need some camera time, Berto. Jesus. I just need some camera time, man. Super celebrity Berto. Big shout out to everybody that pulled up at camp today. T Will from ATL Sports, one time for the fan. Shout out to Miss Carrie. Shout out to Bodie 3000. Shout out to all the fans in the chat. Everybody listening. Everybody watching. We're talking everything training camp and more. A lot going on out here. Big shout out to everybody out there in the Rise Up Tour fan club. It's going down in a major way. T Will.
What's up, man?
Show off, man. I don't know how to start this show off. As you can hear from my voice, did a lot of yelling today.
Bro, what a day, man. What a day. What a day, Jack. Man, oh my God, we had so much fun. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Bodie. Shout out to Miss Carrie, baby. Oh my God, man. We had so much fun, man. Today was fun. Like, there's nothing bad I have to say about it, bro. Like, today was great. Today was a great day. It was awesome. We partied at camp. We came in there. It was live. The Falcons were practicing. Kyle Pitts looked good. Repping the Kyle Pitts jersey, by the way. No, you can't tell. But Kyle Pitts looked good out there today, man. And the whole Falcons team looked good out there. And, of course, was it Justin Fields dislocated his toe? So, of course, Berto fired the first shot and saying, Kirko, not a whole lot of time, buddy. Getting ready to go to the Jets.
Berto, he ain't say it, too loud so everybody can hear, but some people
loud enough.
Picked up on it. Even I think the security guard in front of us picked up on it. Cracked a little smile about it. But, around this time of the year, things happen. And we can say one thing on this podcast today, and a couple minutes later, things change. Such as last night, we talked about the depth chart. We talked about the projected depth chart, or what ESPN put out there, about who can make the 53-man roster. Some of the players that we do believe, is on the brink too as well. And shortly after practice, Falcons release Kevin King, a name that we talked about.
Yeah, man.
Here, who also has some ties with Atlanta, played with the Falcons last year. Has a little small connection with Raheem. But shortly after practice, Kevin King released from the Atlanta Falcons. So, they do have a wide receiver, Kerry mentioned too as well, that they're going to be working out tomorrow from San Houston State. I don't want to butcher the guy's name, but apparently this guy ran a 4.33. So you never know what could happen with another young guy in the mix at wide receiver, potentially trying to fight for a job. But training camp is underway. T Will, let's go to the chat before we get ready to talk about some training camp. I know Falcon fans are in the chat. They got questions about today. And, this is shorts and T-shirts now. They didn't have the pads on. But what we saw today is important for the fans to know if they didn't get a chance to catch the highlights or hear some of the reviews or anything that came from camp, because we had a great time today. I'm talking about the weather played out perfectly. Wasn't too hot out there in Flowery Branch, but we had a great time. Georgia Texas boys in the chat.
Georgia Texas boy.
OTFTF, Jack, T. Will, Carey, and Falcons family. The new era is here. The Atlanta Falcons will rise in 2025. DSGB Hall's here in the chat. Falcon fans, and of course, Falcon fans, it's MF one time. You already know what it is. Big shout to DSGB Hall checking in.
DSGB, what up, man? What up, LBB? What up, Georgia Texas boy?
In the chat, Jack, T. Will, Carey, and the entire Falcons and one-time family. How are y'all this evening? Been a minute, but I'm here. Dre TL, good to see you back, sir.
And that's Dre TL, what it do?
That's the real cool thing, T. Will, about one time for the fan, right? Fans check in from preseason, show up week 3, show up week 7, show up during a Wednesday podcast, Friday morning podcast. So big shout out to Dre TL. Big shout out to all the fans who catch one time for the fan whenever you can catch one time for the fan. And, it was great to be out there with the fans today. Also want to apologize. I think some fans were calling my name too as well on the hill. I swear I could have heard some people yelling, Jack Spade, Jack Spade. But it was just so much going
It's
on.
hard to see.
It's a lot going on out
Yeah,
there.
it was a lot going on,
And
man.
Saturday's gonna be even more crazy with the kind of like the welcome back, like come back together Saturdays. So that's gonna be even crazy being out there. So Falcon fans, if you showed up today around 8:30, you might want to show up a little bit earlier on Saturday because that traffic is gonna be crazy with the high schools and some of the football camps and kids that play football in the area that's gonna be stopping by too as well. Probably a lot more family and friends too as well. Um, T-Will, I might even be over there in that area too as well. You saw me talking to some family over there as well. That trying to get my moves in early.
I see you, bro. I see
Big
you.
shout
I
out to
see you.
everybody over
Hey
there.
man, shout out to Karina. She she looked out for me, man. She let me use her like fan, her neck fan.
Mm-hmm.
And Miss Karina was much appreciated. It's just such a nice person. Just
Right.
wow. I mean, all of our fans. I saw Miss Lisa Shepherd out there. Of course, I saw my brother. And it was just like seeing family members, man. Like I ain't seen Lisa in a bit, so it's good to see Lisa. It's
Let's get
always
some
good
quick
to see
shout outs to who
Karina.
we saw today too as well. Like you said, Lisa
Yeah,
Shepherd, Eric Parker,
my
Demario. Big
brother,
shout out to Demario. A1 was out
Demario,
there too as
Joe,
well. What's up?
Joe,
Oh, yeah, Joe Allen. Big shout out to Joe Allen too as well.
yeah, and Chris A1 and Smitty.
Yep, Smitty was
And
out there too as well. Berto checked in with his family too as well. Big shout out to Berto. Great meeting Berto's family. This is a cool time of the year when Falcon fans, they know preseason's around the corner and the season's getting ready to start. But training camp is like the beginning stages of this stuff, man. So you being out there in the shorts and t-shirts and just the helmets and what we saw today is entertaining, man, and it's great to just be around Falcon fans, to see that many Falcon fans out there. Um, Made me feel good too as well because fans do believe in this team. Even all the talks you hear in the off season and on social media about what they think about Raheem or Jeff Ulbrich or Terry Fontenot and all that. You saw today with the amount of fans that showed up that people are ready for Falcons football. DSGB Hall in the chat said keeping Kirk really won't be a bad move. Terry, Kirk Cousins was out there today playing some football, of course, even after the event too as well, going over to sign some autographs, Falcon fans. So yeah, Kirk Cousins was even signing a few autographs for some fans. So I guess he's still keeping it G here in Atlanta until that time comes where either he's on the field doing whatever he has to do for the team to help win, or if he's going to be doing that for another team. So until that day comes, Easton Stick was out there, Emory Jones was out there. The only person I didn't see T-Will was Troy Anderson. So maybe that's something we can look into. Falcon fans in the chat, big shout out to you all. But yeah, T-Will, the Dixon way, all the content creators that was out there, all the fans who's been in the chat, your chat too as well, former ATL Sports fans that you see, on Country Show, kept hearing a lot of people say, "What in the world, Bo? What in the world, Bo?" Like Country's the damn celebrity out there. Country's getting ready to sign autographs for a minute. They had security over there by Country. I thought they was escorting him out, but apparently he was getting ready to set up an autograph station over there. So big shout out to Country.
Hey, shout out to Country, man.
But all the fans out there that showed up today, and of course Saturday, they do have open to the public camp again. So get ready for another exciting day. T-Will, going through the gates, like just the feeling that like you have as a fan, knowing that Falcons football is back. Of course, we put our stuff down in the area, got some food, met up with some Falcon fans, talked some Falcons football, and then when you hear that horn, when you hear that whistle, it's time to go. That means the players are ready to head out.
But no more videos when you hear the horn, buddy.
Right. Just be careful there, Falcon fans, too, as well. Safe security was really tight on that today about, videoing and video recording and so forth. So
none of that.
Very careful out there as you take your pictures and so on. Now, when you're in the parking lot and stuff, they ain't caring about that. But when you get out there by the field, even DJ mentioned it a few times. But T-Will, tell the Falcon fans, how are you feeling, man? Go over just your thoughts for the day. As soon as you walked through the gates, you knew some football was getting ready to be underway. Just tell the fans what's in the mind of T-Will for day one.
Man, it was great. My day started at about 4:15 this morning.
Mm-hmm.
My wife did not believe that people left that early for Falcons camp. So my brother Eric Parker had to educate her because I got up at 4:15. I came out of the bathroom dressed, fresh, and ready to go. Although I gotta admit, I will have to use another deodorant because the one I had was not sufficient for today's heat. So
now why would you have to leave at 4:15 for the fans that do not know, that's preparing to go to camp coming up Saturday or Sunday? Like T-Will, we talked about it last night on the podcast. You're about an hour and maybe 10, 15 minutes away from Flowery Branch.
bro, I'm like about an hour and a half.
Hour and a
At
half.
midnight during the daytime hours, I'm like an hour and 45 minutes, 2 hours, right? With
And
traffic.
you had to get up around 4 something in the morning for a practice that started at 9:30, gates opened at 8:30, just to get ready and made your way. T-Will, you called me around 5:30, 5:45 this morning saying that you get ready to get in the car. I remember you showing up to the facility close to 8, maybe some shade, 8:15.
Yeah.
So
I stopped and got
must
some
have been
gas.
crazy. Stop and get some gas, breakfast, that type of thing.
Yeah.
So fans that's traveling, leaving early, be prepared for this stuff because Atlanta traffic is Atlanta traffic, right? And it's starting to get like LA out here. It's getting bad.
And not only that, but I got there at, like Jack said, about 8:15. And I had to park way in the back. I mean, way in the back. Thank God they had the little carts that would come the shuttle. Thank God, bro. Because I am not in the best shape. And that would have been a hike for you boys. So Saturday, from what I'm told, it's going to be worse. So if you don't, hey, man, if you want to avoid all of that, you probably need to get there no later than 5:30. But yeah, man, I came out at 4:15 and my wife was like, nobody leaves that early. And I was like, Kim, yes, they do. Yes, they do. And she was like, I don't believe you. I was like, all right, I'll call Eric. And Eric didn't answer. And she was like, Eric has the good common sense to be asleep. And then he called me back 10 minutes later, which is why I love my brother. And he was like, yeah, I'm already here. And I was like, see, Kim, he's already there. Yeah. So you got to get there on time, man. But hey, man, got there. Thank God for the shuttle. Walked in, man, saw Karina, and she looked out for you, boy. And Karina's hilarious, man. As soon as we get in there, Karina grabs the bullhorn because somebody dared her to do something, and she's leading the Falcons in the cheer, like, what do Falcons do? Like, just
energy is always there.
Right, just that energy. Like, if you know Karina,
she puts the Falcons gear on. The moment that she knows it's a Falcon event, there goes Karina right here in the chat.
Just that energy, bro. Just that walked up in there like, what? Y'all don't know who I am. So I thought that was great. Then as soon as we walk in there, I see DeMario and Eric, and DeMario's like, we've been waiting here for you since whatever. And I was like, my bad, man. Right. Of course, I blame my wife because I'm such a stand-up guy. I put it all on my wife. Sorry, Kim. And yeah, man, we walked in. They had Falcons gear out. See Berto and his lovely family, beautiful family, and his wife. And of course, we see Joe and DeMario and Eric, and Big Low was out there, which was cool. And I think Chris showed up not too much. A1 showed up not too much longer after that. Oh no, I didn't see A1 till we went in there. And I got to know the Hill, which is quite as advertised, right? So yeah, man.
Fans on the video too as well. Head over to One Time for the Fan on the IG. Falcon fans, you see some cool things on the video from behind the scenes looks as a Falcon fan. Just waking up, going through the day, just getting ready for training camp day one, and getting out there and speaking with the fans, conversation that we have amongst each other with the Falcons. Even talking with some of the players too as well. T-Will, the interactions we had with the players was pretty cool today. Got a chance to talk to James Pierce Jr., got a chance to talk to Ray, got a chance to talk to Bijan, and we got even a really cool story about Bijan. Shout out to T-Will. Shout out to Bijan Robinson, man. There was some fans that was around us when he took the picture, and when he circled back to us and said something that was actually pretty cool about us, with the podcast and stuff. Shout out to Bijan Robinson, man. I'm talking about there's some Falcons out here, that whenever they get some free time on their hand, maybe they do check out a podcast or two. I don't know. But big shout out to everybody.
Well, tell the story, Jack. You're hinting at it. You're dancing around it. Tell the story, Jack. Tell what happened. The fans want to know.
who's out there?
My God, don't be bashful. Don't you? So, guys, Jack and Big Low are trying to get autographs or whatever and waving people over, and Bijan comes by, and as he's walking by, he stops and goes, "Hey, you guys are on YouTube, aren't you?" And he points at Jack and Big Low, which was great because that means that he's a fan of obviously Big Low's show and one time for the fan. So yeah, that was big ups, man. So Jack is being all bashful about it. Can't be bashful, Jack. Okay,
Hey
got
man,
to
let me
kick the
tell you
door
something.
in.
It was a good feeling, man. Even just looking at Country like, bro, you just hear that? Country's like, man, Country, what in the world, Bo? He already
What in the
in
world,
the Bo
Bo?
mode. Hey, Bo.
What in the world, Bo?
Hey, let me tell you something, Bo. But that's man, it just feels good to do this podcast because
Bro,
everybody here in the chat, no matter if we talked to y'all months ago, weeks ago, days ago, hours ago, I don't care, or even just what we have going forward in the future one time for the fan. We do this for y'all. We
my
do
brother
this
said,
for y'all.
my brother said, I would have left at 4:15 from your house. Exactly, bro.
Sheesh.
Exactly.
There's some fans
Exactly.
that drove a couple hours to get to the training camp. Carrie's coming in this weekend too as well.
Yeah, man.
So
Miss
for the
Carrie,
fans that
baby.
for the fans that's flying in, the fans that's driving in, for the fans that took the time out of their day to show up at camp with the family and the friends, man, this is what we do, right? So big shout out to you all. Big shout out to all the fans again. Larry said, "What's going on with Kobe Bryant?" Funny story too as well. Remember at the autograph session at the end, I saw Kobe at the end. I wasn't really looking for Kobe early in the practice because I was paying attention closer to the ones on our side, which we will talk about shortly. So there are some things that we can point out. But at the end of the practice, some of the players are, walking by and they're signing autographs or taking pictures and whatnot. And Kobe's sitting on the other side of the field. You can see him. He's down there with the rookies. So we're yelling for James Pierce. James Pierce walks over, right? So when James Pierce walks over, everybody starts cheering, yeah, James Pierce, because we made enough noise to get James Pierce over. And we're in the front line. Me, Berto, Smitty, Country. We're kind of like we're calling, like we're yelling like for these players to try to get them come over here because we didn't know if they was going to sign autographs or not because they'll tell you offensive line is signing, and then 20 minutes later you'll see Michael Penix run over. Like, wait, he's not offensive line, and then Kubo will walk over, and it's just a good feeling just to grab some pictures and some autographs. But I'm yelling out, "Yo, Hawk Mamba, let me get the chain. Let me take a picture with the chain, Hawk Mamba." So Hawk Mamba, Kobe throws his hand up, saying what's up. He's walking off the field, waving at the fans and so on. Didn't come over to sign autographs, but of course, he's a rookie, so probably had to go take care of some stuff and go about his day. But it just felt good. They felt the love from the fans, T. Will, right or wrong. Like the energy that the players, you can feel
Oh
that
yeah.
from the field.
Oh yeah.
Right. I mean, Terry didn't talk to the media today. He didn't talk to the media with us, but he probably did inside. Raheem didn't speak to the fans today or anything. It was just practice. But you can feel the energy from the moment the gates open, from the moment the parking lots open, and the shuttles started flying by, picking up the fans and dropping them off in front of the gates. We have a big crowd out there in the front. We're taking pictures, and the Falcons people coming over there, the social media team taking pictures and video. It just gets you into that feel-good moment that football is back, and we are super excited. But yeah, that's all I saw from Kobe Bryant today out there on the field. Georgia Texas boy said, "Man, Pitts at wide receiver. Could he be a Chase Claypool type wide receiver?" Let me tell you something, man. From what I saw today, with uh, Kyle Pitts, uh, they put in some good work with Kyle today. But that's just how practice is. The next tomorrow could be something totally different. Matter of fact, I think JJ Watt put out a tweet that I do want to read here, so Falcon fans and everybody can just get a quick little understanding about what goes on at camp. And right here, you see JJ Watt says training camp stats are insane and ridiculous. He said, used to think it was always just people joking, but now seeing them seriously reported. JJ Watt goes on to say, you have no idea what the purpose of that period is, what the goals are, what the context is, etc. And this is for practice, Falcon fans. It could be a strictly third and long blitz period where every play is skewed to the defense's advantage. Coaches could be asking the quarterback to focus specifically on one route concept. D line may be focusing only on bull rushes one day or just speed rushes for one period. Most importantly, practice is for practicing. You're supposed to fail. You're supposed to try new things, see what works and what doesn't work, etc. If you only do what works, you'll never grow, adapt, and change. So, of course, there was a lot of highlights today of Kyle Pitts, and people were, talking about that. And he did have a really good day one practice, in front of the fans and so on. And if people are expecting Kyle Pitts to have, an explosive season. And I do think it's going to happen. I think Drake London is going to have an explosive season too as well. I think Bijan on the ground and receiving is going to be explosive as well. Mooney, big shout out to him too as well. Hope he's feeling okay. I know even without the pads on today, Mooney was going above and beyond to try to go for a catch. A beautiful pass from Michael Penix too as well.
It was pretty.
It was a dot on the money, but of course he went for the catch. He caught it, and then it looks like the two cornerbacks or the defenders, whoever was over there near him, I don't know if they got to him, and it's kind of like he was just off balance and he fell on his own, and they kind of fell on top of him a little bit. But it was getting a little bit physical out there. You know how it is. It's iron sharpens iron. It's a business. So these players know what they're doing. But he did get up, looked a little shaken up from what I was seeing over there. Some of the Falcon fans were talking about it, and then of course you guys probably saw a little report after practice or a notification about Mooney's condition. But he looks like he'll be fine. I don't know. To me, he looks like he'll be fine. But for Falcon fans that want to know, man, head over there to the IG. One time for the fan, hit that follow button, check the story. We got a lot of cool stuff over there that was going on today at the camp. So if you guys want to see what's going on, even for Saturday, like I said, we're posting that stuff on the IG page, and then we're going to post some reels and some other stuff on the YouTube for you all to see. So, outside of Kyle Pitts having a good day, Bijan. I'm in my Auntie Pam mode when Auntie Pam was talking about Bijan since day one. Terry, man, we got a guy in the backfield. And Tyler too as well. Hashtag feed Tyler. Maybe Zach Robinson's listening to the podcast because we saw a lot of plays today with Tyler Algier too as well. But don't forget, it's just practice. You don't know what these concepts and what they're trying to run today and how they're trying to get things together. But a player was released after practice too as well. So Raheem is looking to make some moves. But Terry, Bijan Robinson, what you saw from him today, Mooney going above and beyond what you saw from him today, Kyle Pitts. This is just day one, and we're talking about some real explosive, cool things from this offense already. We ain't even gonna get to the defensive side of the ball yet. What we saw from that offense was some spectacular stuff. T. Will.
They look good, man. They looked really good. And yes, Antonio, if I could get my gas at a drive-through, I would totally do it. You are 100% correct. Why wouldn't you? But no, look, Kyle Pitts made a catch today that was great. Okay.
Made a couple, but phenomenal. I know what you're talking about. That touchdown run. Yeah, the touchdown catch.
Yeah, he was phenomenal today. So, Kyle Pitts was awesome. Bijan was Bijan, geez, you can't stop the guy. Like, he was outstanding. And Mooney almost made a circus catch. Everybody looked good, man. Even Kirk looked good, to be honest. Kirk was throwing dimes. So, I know there were no pads on, but the offense, they look good, man. So it was fun time. It was so much fun, man.
No fights today from Falcons
camp. So much fun. Yeah,
probably saw a couple fights around the NFL. I think the Saints got into a little altercation down there too as well, and of course, you guys see what's going on in the league with Justin Fields getting injured today. Don't know how serious that's going to be. Don't know when I don't know if they're going to do an MRI or if he's going to show up at practice tomorrow. But we do play the Jets this year, so that's something to look at, Falcon fans.
Hey, Jack, I don't mean to cut you off.
But
it's about that time, sir.
Oh, it's almost.
It's about that time. It's about time for a super chat.
It's looking like we got us a super chat. It's going down in a major way. Got Carrie here with
what
us.
Up, Miss Carrie, baby?
Carrie's pulling up to what? To Falcons training camp this weekend. She said it's going down in a major way. Jack and T. Will, please give us who stood out to you on offense and defense today. 2 players each. See you Sunday. Terry, I'll let you go first with our super chat.
Super chat.
I get my
For
voice ready
me,
for Saturday from Miss Carey.
yeah, I mean, Kyle Pitts stood out. Kyle Pitts looked good. Bijan looked great.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever number was it 38 that broke up that pass to Ray Ray? He looked pretty good. I think he got an actual.
You know, it was Keith Taylor, the cornerback.
I don't know, but he broke up that pass, man. And he looked pretty good. And then outside of that, I don't know. That was it for me. Who did you see on offense and defense that looked good to you?
I ain't gonna lie, man. From where I was, watching Michael Penix.
Yeah, Mike looked great.
Today. He threw
Mike
some
looked great.
Right. So big shout out to Michael Penix. And I have to say it, man. I mean, Country put the tweet out. Kyle Pitts had some good catches, some good routes. Looked like he was 100% out there. Then again, you don't know what's going on the field. We're the fans on the side. So as JJ Watt's post, like he tweeted out, like we have no idea what the purpose of, these drills that they're running. They could run it in a way where, the ball, Kyle's supposed to be open and the cornerbacks are supposed to do this. And the defensive line is supposed to do this certain type of bull rush. And, when we'll get out there, when the pads is on, then I think we'll get, a little bit more familiar with what's happening with this offense. But then again, they're not going to show us too much too as well, because everything that they're going to take care of is going to be, away from the fans. But two people on offense, I can say Michael Penix and Kyle Pitts. If you say, all right, Jack, everybody's saying Kyle Pitts, Bijan Robinson. Oh, Jack, everybody's saying Bijan Robinson. Darnell Mooney. Oh, Jack, everybody's saying Darnell Mooney. I'm gonna give you a toss up here. Charlie Warner too as well had some good catches. Charlie Warner, and we were talking about that. Me, Berto, some people on the front line. Charlie Warner. So I can give you a couple names, and I'm not just saying it because I'm a Falcon fan. I saw some people that that stepped up. You can say Drake London too as well. Catching, route running, everything was on point for Drake. But the people who were saying the oohs and the ahs from the crowd was Michael Penix, was Darnell Mooney, was Kyle Pitts, just on some of the plays that just stood out from what I was hearing with the interactions with the fans. Defensive side of the ball. Boy, Terry, Jesse Bates, man, when you see Jesse Bates on the field, you feel good as a fan. Like, man, that's our star safety right there.
Yep.
But Morgan Fox, seeing him out there too as well, in a lot of the first team snaps with the first group, and of course, David Amiata, man, seeing him out there too as well. A lot of fans thought that David would be on the move after June 1st, and cutting him can save some cap and all this. David looked like he's here, and that could be a big presence in the middle. And you guys know about his pass rusher rate from PFF, and I know he didn't get that many sacks here with the Falcons since being here the past couple of years, but he is a big presence in the middle. And if he can get some pressure up the middle to help out with Rukarura, remember the ESPN report we talked about the other day, some of the impact players that they're projecting for the Falcons could be a Rukarura. So another guy that's beside David Amiata, a guy that's over there next to Zach Harrison and so forth. How we're going to move this rotation around. It would be really cool to see Morgan Fox, getting a lot of snaps this year with David and so on. But that was just the two people I saw: Jesse Bates, Morgan Fox on defense, and Michael Penix, Mooney, Michael Penix, Bijan, Kyle Pitts, Charlie Warner. There it goes again, Charlie Warner. I'm just going to call it out there. Chris Blair too as well. I got to throw out Chris Blair's name. And then we got a chance to talk to Nick Nash too as well. Saw him run some drills, but the second team was over on the other side. Wasn't really focusing too much over there. Kurt was over there with that second team too. Saw DeMarco Helms over there too as well. D. Alford was over here with the first team. For those that was asking, I saw him over here with the first team, taking a lot of snaps. So for fans that do want to know, didn't pay attention to too much of Clark Phillips. Jordan Fuller was out there too. Remember mention that Jordan Fuller was out there with the first team early. So that's something to look at. Don't forget, it's just first day of training camp. Not saying that's the projected depth chart. Oh, he's gonna be. I'm just saying that's what we saw. Caleb McGarry was out there too as well. Remember we talked about it last night. A contract situation. Would he be in a holdout? We didn't think that was going to be possible. He was there today too as well. And the offensive line looks good. The center position, don't forget, it's It's Ryan Uzziel's spot, but I didn't see too much problems with the offensive line. Then again, it's shorts and t-shirts. So I'm gonna be fair, right? Next week when they put the pads on, when they get the clacking, and T-Will, like you talked about it, man. When somebody gets punched in the mouth, then we're gonna find out.
Everybody has a plan till they get punched in the mouth, man.
Right.
Yeah, everybody has
a plan. With the super chat. It's going down in a minute. Way. Big shout out to Miss Carey.
Jack, we have to tell them about our day, Jack.
Yeah, man. We're not done yet. We're talking Falcons football.
We would be remiss if we did not tell them about our day, because our day was, it's one of those days, like in the middle, you didn't know how it was going to go, but it ended up great. And what a day, man. What a day. Like, just, wow. I did not expect our day to take the turn that it did. Yeah. Yeah, man.
But that's what you expect as a Falcon fan when you're in Atlanta. Like, we woke up at 4-something this morning, 5 o'clock, to drive out to go see the Falcons practice.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Don't I know
for
it?
Those that had to go to work today, that took off work, for those that had to take care of things with your family, that even brought the family, like, these are some of the cool times that we're living in right here. Right? So enjoy these moments right here. I had a great time waking up 5 o'clock riding out there. Jeff Wolf sent me a picture at 4:30 in the morning outside the gate.
Jeff does. I got a chance to meet Jeff in person. Like, Jeff is hilarious, man. Jeff sends me stuff all the time. Jeff does not miss. Jack Bougie, y'all. Jack, thank you, Bigelow. Thank you. Okay, now this is the section of the show. I wish you could bring Bigelow on, because it would take Bigelow to tell this story. But I'm going to do my best. So, guys,
I dropped the link.
Bigelow, please come on and talk about this story, please. Please, Bigelow.
The moonshine one? He already told the moonshine one.
No, I'm talking about your bougie ass. So
which one?
We
you talking about the food at the restaurant?
Yes.
And they bought my damn fries too. Tell the damn story. Good.
Yes. No, bro. So we show up at Hooters, right? Because there's a running joke from, I think, one of my shows that I like Hooters. And so Yuri's been trying to get me to come out, and they're closing a lot of Hooters or whatever. So we show up at Hooters and the power's out, right? So it's me, Jack Spade, Bigelow, Mike, and Yuri. And lo and behold, who do we see? At first, we see the producer for 92.9 The Game for the Dukes and Bell show.
Yeah.
Day, I think. And then, oh, man, he's at the mall. Damn it, Lo. So then we see Mike Bell pull up. And I love me some Mike Bell. Mike Bell's been one of my favorite analysts going back years, ever since he did This Is the Stinger. And that whole impression, it was a whole thing. It was hilarious. Freaking love the guy. So I go up to Mike and I'm like, Mike, what's up? What's up, Mike? And Mike, let me tell you something. Mike was as advertised, totally cool, down to earth, genuine, approachable. Got out of his Corvette. Very nice car, by the way. Okay. Doing very well. Gets out of his car. We're all, shooting the shit, laughing outside, telling jokes. And finally, he's like, all right, let's go in. So we go in and we start having drinks. So it's us and Mike Bell. And Mike Bell is telling his stories, and we're having a grand old time. Right. And finally, the power comes back on, but it's going to be an hour before they can serve any fried food. So the server's like, well, but I can give you burgers, right? Now, myself and Lo and Mike, we're hungry. And I guess we've experienced too much month at the end of money. So we weren't making a big deal, okay? We didn't make a big deal because you couldn't get fries. Mm-hmm. But bougie-ass Jack and bougie, well, you know how Yuri gets down. Yuri's everywhere, okay? Yuri's a man of the people. Yuri travels everywhere.
Getting ready to catch a flight. He'll get some wings in a different state, man. So he was tired of sitting there.
Yuri and Jack are like, but they don't come with fries. And the way they said it, it was like, no, we'll wait. They don't come with fries. How can you have burgers without fries? I mean, talk about first world problems. Like, dude, I'm sitting there so hungry. My rib and my back are touching each other. If I'd have sat there for another 20 minutes, I was going to go outside, kill something, bring it on the grill, and have them cook it for me. Like, that's how hungry I am. And Jack and Yuri are like, but it doesn't come with fries. It doesn't come with fries. And I'm like, dude, just tell her to send you a burger. Just grab 2 burgers. Yuri's like, no. Jack's like, no, it has to have the fries. So, yes, Jack.
They try to give me a garden salad. That's okay. I took the garden salad. That's
they are bougie. They are very bougie. Because if it did not come with fries, they did not want a hamburger. And we had been there for like 2 hours at that point, okay? We were in the sun all morning, right? We're hungry. At least I'm hungry. I don't know about them. As you can see by the picture, I don't miss a meal. That's right. The baby's about 8 months. It'll be due any day now. I'm just saying. And Jack and Yuri are like, we'll wait for the fries, which kind of pissed me off because I was hungry as hell. So I just thought that was funny. Jack is very bougie. Okay, so from now on, we'll just call him Bougie Jack because he's bougie. He's very bougie. He does not have burgers without fries. Did you have Grey Poupon on your burger, Jack? It's okay.
Hey, man, I ain't that fancy, but I can tell you this.
You can admit it. You're amongst family here. It's okay.
No Grey Poupon on the burger, man. But they did do a good job, man. Big shout out to Hooters. I haven't had Hooters in a long time, so I see why a couple of them are still open. A big shout out to Yuri, big shout out to T Will, because y'all put me on game up in there too as well. But big shout out to everybody over there at Hooters in what's that? Mall of Georgia. Over there by the Mall of Georgia area. So big shout out to everybody, the crew over there. You can see from the picture right here, we was having a good time. Like the power was out. I mean, they were supposed to go live, I think, earlier, like 1:30, 2 o'clock or something, but the power was out for a good little minute. We were talking Falcons football and having a good time and just chilling. Just telling stories with Mike Bell, and then Carl Dukes walks in and Mike Conti walks in too as well. So big shout out to everybody over there at 92.9 The Game.
That was cool.
In the crew.
That was really cool. Shout out.
It wasn't like a quick story and then walk off type of thing. Like we were sitting down talking sports with Mike. We were sitting down talking golf with Mike. We were sitting down just talking, just having a good time, man. Because that's just what it is. It's the Falcons. It's training camp. It's day one. So after
Mike.
Camp, go ahead, T. Will.
No, that's all good. Mike sat with us for about 30 minutes, man, just telling the story. And he was great. I love me some Mike, man.
Right.
Mike Bell is hilarious. And, because he does the impersonations. He does a great Dusty Rhodes, which I insisted that he do. Cool, and it was spot on. And then he did Mike the Stinger from the Hawks broadcaster. And, he does a stinger, and let me tell you something, Jack. His stinger is spot on, okay, because he's just got one of those voices, and he's from way downtown. But Mike Bell was just freaking hilarious, man. I love me some Mike Bell. So this was a great time. The food was delicious. Yes, Eric, I did drink a little bit. I don't know that deserved a wow, but thank you.
The voice
I did drink
the wow though. You killed that one right there.
I appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Had a little bit to drink, Eric. Not that much. I did have a little bit of fries.
Eric, man, he was toe up, man. We had to get security. Had to get him out of there. He didn't even want to leave. And then when the Panther fan walked in, oh my God, when the Carolina Panther fan walked in.
We had so much fun.
Falcon fans, head over to the IG. Look, there's this Carolina Panther fan that walked up in this spot, man, wearing this Cam Newton jersey. And he quickly went into enemy territory and just started talking shit about
and did not give a damn
about the Falcons and the Panthers rivalry and so on. And he's a respectful fan too as well. He might even be in the chat. I think he subscribed to the channel.
Was cool.
He was gonna get a chance to stop by and say some NFC talk with us. But we was just having a good time. But the way that he believes in the Panthers this year, right? And you gotta think about it, like Jets fans and Colts fans and Bears fans. There's some bad teams out there, right?
He believes in his team, bro.
He believes in his team.
He believes in his team. I'll give him that.
The Carolina Panthers. You would have thought the Panthers team was the doggone Kansas City Chiefs or the Philadelphia Eagles. The way he was ranting on this team,
bro. He took on 5 Falcon fans like it was, and he did not give an inch, bro. He did not give an inch, bro. Like I got to give that to him. My brother said I was drunk. And I was not drunk. I was a little tipsy. I was just a little tipsy, but my brother says I was drunk
right now too, man. But big shout out to Michael Penix Jr. too as well. Of course, the post game, not post game, getting ready for the season. The post camp presser mentioning Kyle Pitts, getting him more involved. You're going to see a lot more of that. You heard Michael Penix said, T. Will, your thoughts? I mean, first day for Kyle Pitts looks good. Fans are talking about it. People are talking
He
about it.
looked
Michael
really
Penix
good.
goes to the media and talks about it. T. Will, is this a big connection for Michael Penix this year if he can get Kyle Pitts involved?
I think it is. I mean, they've been together all offseason. So they've been seen at events. I don't think that's by accident, Jack. I think they have chemistry going, and hey, man, nothing helps a quarterback like a good tight end to bail you out on 3rd and 5. So, I mean, hey, I think Kyle's gonna have a great year, man. I really do. I think Kyle's gonna have a great year. Kerry says, Eric, I was dying laughing at the video Jack recorded of you. He said if he's Mario, then are you Luigi? Oh, okay. No, I didn't see that.
Him and Mario was over there getting ready to buy some merchandise, and I was talking to Mario about camp, and I was recording the video, and I was like, Mario, so if you're Mario, I'm guessing Eric must be Luigi, and then
Okay.
breaking out laughing and so on. But seeing Michael Penix from the pocket too as well, didn't see him scramble, get out the pocket, or move anything. But Easton Stick got flushed out the pocket, and he took off down the field. So that's also something to watch for too as well, Falcon fans. We're just calling out some of the things we saw. Bijan Robinson running the ball looks good too as well. I mean, Falcon fans are pretty sure you guys know about that. A lot of pass breakups, no interceptions from what I saw. Kurt threw like one or two bad balls down to the ground. I can't remember, but for the most part, everything looks good today with shorts and t-shirts. Falcon fans, I keep saying that, shorts and t-shirts, right? And this is what you expect now. Of course, tomorrow, day 2. Well, it's not day 2, Saturday, day 2. They're going to be out there, doing what they can in front of the fans. Of course, they have joint practice coming up real soon. But from the morning we woke up to even right now talking on the podcast, everything today has been about the Falcons, right? So I'm just in Falcon fan mode, right? So camp was exciting. Big shout out to, I can't remember that company's name that had the food too as well. Reasonable price food. The merchandise stands was out there too as well. DJ Envy, shout out to J Envy.
Yes.
Cranking up the Falcon fans as we walked in. You could hear the DJ playing on the field, but then there was another DJ in the parking lot by the player lot near the merchandise cranking fans up. I walk over there. It's the homie J Envy. J Envy's been on the podcast a few times too as well, talking Falcons with us, and there he goes, cranking up the fans as we walk in. Didn't want to disturb him too much, but he did say what's up for us on the camera. You saw that on the IG page too as well, Falcon fans. So head over to the IG page. You can see a lot of cool things behind the scenes. Saturday is going to be even more crazy. Saturday is going to be even more crazy. It's going to be a lot more fans out there. Apparently, Raheem and Terry is talking to the fans. Terry, you saw when, Raheem was locked in today. He didn't even come over and speak to the fans, but we did call Raheem. He did acknowledge us, threw the hand up. He definitely knows that. Jack Spade one time for the fan, T. Will, Burrow, everybody, the whole crew that we was in the building. But just see the fans, the kids too as well with the autographs. I told y'all this, Falcon fans. When it's time for the autograph session, T. Will, you're a witness. At one point, there was nobody behind us but just me, Karina, I think Spirit was near us. A lot of the adults. T. Will. 30 seconds later, by the time I turned around, it was 50 kids in between my stuff, your stuff, country stuff, Birdo stuff, moving up to the front to come get autographs. We tried to set it up. It was like, keep the adults right here, have the kids go over here to the right. Much easier. The kids can just bunch up together over there because you got long chairs on the ground. People got their book bags on. They're trying to get autographs. And T-Well, you seen it when Bijan came over. You seen it when Michael Penix Jr. came over, when Drake London came over. The fans just start swarming, right? And shout out to the players who stay back afterward when they blow the whistle for the players to go back inside to go, change out, do whatever. There's players still out there. Bijan, who's still on the field last. Michael Penix Jr., who's still on the field towards the end. Even Kirk Cousins was still out there. Drake London, Ray was out there trying to get every single autograph he could. That's what fans show up to Flowery Branch for too as well. Not only just to see the team practice, but afterwards to get a chance to sign your jersey. Birdo's son getting his jersey signed.
He was so excited, bro. He was so excited
from Bijan Robinson, walking over with the players and Bijan signing a football and then taking a selfie, grabbing your phone to take a selfie. Fans, you guys are hearing it. You might not get the chance to do this all the time, but I know some of y'all in the chat like, damn, they doing that at training camp. This might be the chance to bring my kids out, bring my son out. He loves football. He loves to see Drake London. They was over there signing autographs. And then the cool thing about it, James Pierce Jr. that was over there talking with Kobe Bryant and some other folks, and we're over there. James Pierce Jr., yo, James, JP. We're calling him. He turns back. He looks at us, throws his hand up, said, "What's up?" We're just loud. We're still calling his name. What does he do, T. Will? What does he do, T. Will? He starts walking over.
Yep.
Right? I don't know if he was supposed to. I don't know if he was scheduled to come over. I don't know, but you saw it on the IG page too as well. The interaction with JP, talking with Drake, or talking with, I think it was Casey Washington. I can't remember. We talked to a lot of players. Still got a lot of stuff to upload. But you see the energy from me, the energy from T. Will. Go look at the videos on the IG page. We had a great time out there.
We had a ball, man.
We had a great time, and day 2 is up on Saturday. T. Will, what can we expect for day 2? The camp competition battles, y'all already know. We already talked about that. What can we expect for day 2 on Saturday with all these fans? Terry's supposed to be talking to the media. Raheem's supposed to be talking to the media. You know, it's gonna be crazy out there, T. Will. I'm gonna do some housekeeping, but what is going on Saturday, man?
I think it's just going to be more fun, man. I really do. I think it's going to be a good time had by all. If you get there early, now if you mess around and get there at 8 o'clock, you're going to have to park in Ohio, because that's how far of a walk you're going to have back up to Flowery Branch. But if you get there at no later than 6 a.m., you should be good to go, man. I think it's going to be great, man. I really do. We had so much fun. Everybody was there. Everybody was in pleasant spirits. First off, I mean, it really is like a little family reunion, because you see people that you see online all the time, but you don't see in person. So that was fun. The atmosphere was great. The music was really good.
It was
and, you know, Miss Karina loves to, you know, she had that fan going, man. And she was doing that fan to the beat.
She had the fan.
That was pretty awesome.
She had the Beyonce type fan, and I think Spirit had another fan too as well. But the security guard was telling me, man, they got them on sale on Amazon. They got deals on these fans. I'm like, man, I might go grab one of these if I'm gonna be out there in the sun this year.
Karina was on point with that fan, man. Every time the beat dropped, she was like, boom, boom, boom. All I kept thinking about was I was waiting, when are they gonna play Where Them Fans At? Like I kept waiting for that, right? So I mean, it was fun, man. I got a chance to see Hal Poole.
Hey, Hal Poole walked up and said the same thing he said in the chat.
His customary greeting.
The F Matt Ryan bomb. And that's kind of how you acknowledge Hal Poole. Like, as soon as somebody says that, you like, is that Hal Poole?
That's Hal Poole. That's Hal Poole. Right. Yeah. If I'm ever somewhere like at Publix and I hear fuck, I'm gonna be like, Hal, how you doing, man? You all right? So but you know, Hal's from the same place my wife is. So, you know, we kind of fellowshipped and just had a great time, man. And I think Saturday is going to be more of that. We'll probably get more of Kyle Pitts. We'll get more of, Bijan. We'll get more of Mooney. Hopefully, we'll get more of Draco. We'll get more of Michael Penix Jr. We'll get more of the defense. And, hey, man, it should be a good time had by all. So, you know, hopefully all is well and everybody's healthy and it doesn't rain. And, you know, just a great time, man. As a matter of fact, that is you and Yuri. And I believe that is Mr. Bijan Robinson.
Yeah, man. That's just in the moment. That's just caught in the moment. That's like Bijan's walking around signing hundreds of autographs. And for me, I'm not an autograph guy. I mean, I can get it, you know, from time to time, but I like taking pictures, right?
Hey, who's that dude behind Yuri with the what jersey is that?
Which one? Let me see. That's
behind Yuri.
I believe that's who is this? Yeah, I don't know who this is.
Oh, okay.
I have no idea. But
maybe that's
a lot of Falcons fans.
name.
You can see the kids back there running around. This is Michael Nellums, I believe, right here, and of course,
Mike
right here. That's Joe Gotti. But fans are on the hills. You can see fans staying on the hill. We're on the bottom of the hills. You see some fans kind of walk up to the top of the hill here.
Yeah,
this
man.
is after practice. Bijan, once again, such a great guy just to hang out with the fans 30 minutes after practice, 45 minutes after practice, still signing autographs. But to see Berto's son get the jersey signed, you know, coming from Rhode Island, right? I remember there was some fans that tried to get their jersey signed a couple years ago, and the player was out there signing, and he never got a chance to get the jersey signed. But, you know, this young man, they came from out of town. to get the jersey signed. So that's just real fan love right there. When
And
the
he
players
was
see
so
somebody like
excited,
that.
bro. He
Oh
was
yeah,
so
and then
excited.
Ray too as well, and Drake
Yeah.
London and Casey Washington, and they're talking with the fans. Everybody's laughing and joking, and giving each other good praise about the season coming up, and D'Angelo Malone too as well. Remember, I had to call D'Angelo Malone family. I said, "Hello, can you get Debo
I
over here,
know,
please?
man. You
Can you
wrong
look
for
over
that.
here?
You call that dude's
Debo,
mama, man.
Debo, get over here, Debo."
Bro, you call that dude's mama, man. That's you know what? That's 15-yard penalty on Jack.
What?
Unnecessary abuse of power. 15-yard penalty on Jack. Calling the dude's mama.
What?
While he's at practice, calling the dude's mama.
He was standing over there.
Can you get your son over here, please? I mean,
he
come
was
on,
standing
man.
over there. He heard us calling, and he heard me calling him. But he gave me the thing. He was like, hold on. And then I was looking down. I was like, "What's up, Mom?"
You were drunk with power. You were drunk with power, Jack. Jack was like, I need you to come over here now.
I would have had to talk to you if I was going to talk to her today. I was going to talk to her Saturday. I was going to talk to her Sunday. But I was like, "What's up, Mom?"
Nah.
Hey,
that's the abuse of power.
Debo over there. You want to go ahead and see Debo, man? We got some fans on here, man.
Jack may as well have led with, "Do you know who I am?"
But that's just cool because even still, like, they know what's going on here.
I know, man. I'm just right. Yanking you chain, bro.
Everybody's having a good time, and the cool thing about it is, right? Even to see like the star players come over there. When Michael Penix Jr. ran over there, the crowd ran from one side of the field to the other side when Michael Penix Jr. ran over. And they told us it was defensive lineman signed today. That's what they told me. It's defensive lineman. And here comes Michael Penix Jr. over there to sign autographs. I didn't get a chance to get a picture with Michael Penix. So it ain't gonna be like Matt Ryan though. I waited 13, 14 years. I couldn't get a picture with Matt Ryan, but it's gonna be different with Michael Penix. We're gonna get a chance to chop it up. I know I asked him about his golf game. He did give me the thumbs up about that. He said he's doing better on that.
He sure did. He gave you thumbs up.
So it's good. It's good to get a chance to just be around these Falcon fans. So I promise you, Falcons, all you dirty birds in the chat, show up to camp. They have like I think 10 or 11 days left. I don't know if they're doing an open practice at the bends that they normally do at the end, so they bring fans out. But if they do, show up to these type of things, because when it's game time, you know how difficult it is to get to the player, right? To get an autograph, to get a picture, to even say something to them.
Because they're ready to go home after the game.
A lot of times you're in your seat. Even after the game, you're trying to get a picture, and they want to just go home with their family. These are the times to go out there and get it, because they are coming around and, talking with the fans and taking pictures. And, they got people from their colleges that showed up. I saw a guy today, a couple people. They had, you saw this, did you see these people with the Tennessee jerseys? The University of Tennessee volunteer polos?
I didn't.
They were there because of James Pierce. And I heard the guy when he walked in, he was like, "Yeah, I can't wait to see James Pierce." They were walking in with the Tennessee volunteer shirts. So you can see like, they follow these players from college.
So, hey, man. Hey. As long as they root for our Atlanta Falcons, I can dig it.
Hey, Stevie Carrega's in the chat. Mike, let's see, Mike Hughes, 82 Money Caller said Mike Hughes, he was out there today too as well. AJ Terrell, Mike Hughes, if I left out a player that fans are asking about, it's not like they did something wrong or they didn't do nothing phenomenal. They were out there. Troy Anderson is the one I did not see. Kobe Bryant I saw toward the end. I saw DeMarco Hellams. I was looking for a few players. I saw D. Alford. But all the players that we were looking for was pretty much right there on that first team. We were spending time. I don't know if T-Will was watching the second team. I was spending time on that first team look because it was right there in front of me. T-Will,
I was watching.
Chance to look at the second field too?
I did not, sir. I was watching the first.
I didn't see team. Lenny Craig. They said Lenny Craig was out there. I didn't even see Lenny Craig.
Yeah, I didn't see him, man. I mean, it was like you say, it's so much going on, right? And everybody's having a good time.
Yeah, I saw.
Everybody's having a great time.
Definitely see Jalen Walker. You definitely notice number 11 running around out there on defense.
No, you can't miss him. You cannot miss him, bro.
Braylon Trice was out there on the other side of the field. I did see Braylon Trice. So, that's good for fans that want to know because people are asking. But yeah, everybody's in the chat talking Falcons football. DSGB Hall said Meg was the fries. Jesus Christ. Are you still in Mexico with Carrie Lon? DSGB Hall, big shout out to DSGB Hall on the run with Carrie Lon. Eric
Damn.
Parker. He said, "What happened to Soup?" Sheesh.
Yeah, he was talking to me.
Hey man, it's going down in a major way. Chat is live. Chat is lit. Look, Benny Smith is in the chat. He said, "What's up?
What
Keep
up, Benny?
rising up." Big shout to Benny Smith in the chat. Kerry wants to know, T. Will, are you going on Sunday?
I'm gonna try. I gotta work Sunday, so I may just see if I can't push something back. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm gonna try. I may just try and start like maybe at 3 o'clock. Um, and just make up, the hours. I think I'm gonna do that.
Mm-hmm.
But I
Mm-hmm.
need to get some sleep that Saturday night though, boy.
Hey man, it's going down, man. 82 Money Carlos here. Watch that interview after practice. They've been gelling. They're definitely been working, man. I can tell you that right now. And once again, go back to JJ Watt's tweet. We don't know what the purpose of the practice was today. Like
Right,
it could have just been light them up for the offense, light them up for the fan base. Like,
right.
let's get some, 15, 20-yard passes. That Mooney catch, that Mooney one, T Will, I ain't gonna lie, that was like a 20-something yard pass down the field. If I'm
That
not
was
mistaken,
dope,
right?
man.
That was about 20,
That was
25
that
yards, I
was a
think.
dot. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was a
But that
dot.
was a dot though.
Yeah.
That was a
Yeah.
beautiful throw, man.
So for fans that was looking for the oohs and ahs today, that was one of them. The Mooney catch, where he dropped and then he got up a little bit, banged up. Didn't look too bad. He did walk it off. Didn't have to bring no card out for him, so we can report that he did look like
Thank
he did
God
walk
for
off.
that.
But you got players running around the field, players going in the new locker room. Oh, the new locker room. A+. You can see the locker room from the field. I know Falcon fans have probably been out there to practice before. There's that the garage doors that they had closed before in the past. They remodeled those, and now you can see the locker room clear as day from the field where the fans sit, and it looks like it's definitely upgraded. They did a great job with that. From what I see, I ain't had no binoculars or nothing, but from what I see, now hopefully T Will, I told you what's going on Saturday. Hopefully I'll be over there on Saturday. I get y'all a little exclusive look.
A little
What's
preview.
going on? Because T Will, what's going on Saturday. I'm gonna try to be in both spots, but
I hear you.
if they tell me to stay over here, I'm gonna stay over here. If I gotta go over there, I'm gonna go over there. But I respect the rules. You know what I'm saying? I respect the rules. But T, you saw us talking with the staff. You saw us talking with Scott Kennedy too as well. Big shout out to Scott Kennedy. Got a chance to chop it up with him too as well. The Falcoholic. Please be on the lookout, man. We're gonna be talking Falcons football real soon. Look, go to that IG page and hit that follow button. Got a chance to chop it up with the Falcoholic today. Said what's up to him. Once again, Scott Kennedy too as well. Other content creators that's in the game right now. So this is big, man. You never know who's going to be on the show. Chopped it up with Miles Garrett. T Will. Miles Garrett will be there Saturday. So head over to One Time for the Fan on IG. Man, we're going to be posting content. But big shout out to, like I said, everybody that we talked to today at training camp, because we're excited, man. We're excited. But there wasn't like Michael Penix threw 5 touchdowns or 4 interceptions, or this guy had 3 sacks or anything. I think it was 1 sack on Kirk Cousins when he was out there too. I don't know if you saw that. I don't know if it was Rook or David. But they're doing just like the 2-hand touch, like 5-7 second rule. They don't want to get nobody banged up, but if the pass can't get off in those certain amount of seconds, that certain amount of time, then they consider it a sack. They blow the whistle. But then again, it's not like somebody got hurt or anything. But iron sharpens iron. I think these guys are going to be looking good this year. I can't wait. Carrie's in the chat joking on the Panthers fan that she saw on the IG.
Cut out, Jack.
Video.
Oh, dang. Hey, can y'all? Is it me or is it Jack? I don't know. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can
Jack?
hear you. It was frozen a little bit.
Okay.
StreamYard was StreamYard, but you're good.
Yeah, StreamYard was StreamYard.
Yeah. Terrell Johnson's in the chat with the rise up. Big shout out to Terrell Johnson. We're gonna do some housekeeping and wrap it up here. Talking some Falcons football. Big shout out to Miss Carrie with the super chat. Carrie, we just buying each other drinks. Terrell Johnson's here in the chat. Ray 50 NFL Network will be there. Oh, Saturday NFL Network will be there. So get ready to see some extra parking spaces filled up. And they don't get there at 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. They're gonna be out there like 3, 4 o'clock. Getting ready to set up for their broadcast and stuff. So I can tell you that whatever additional spaces they need on parking, they're gonna use over there on that side. Apparently, Steve White might be there too as well. I heard, I don't know if they're gonna announce it, but there's supposed to be like an alumni day for practice, where I guess some of the older players are gonna be coming back, some of the vets. So that's gonna be pretty cool to see. But this is gonna be a great time being out there with all these Falcon fans. Karina says today was amazing. Saturday, Dirty Birds Nest will be in the building. I am ready. Hey, look, there's gonna be a lot of people in the building. Big shout out to all the fans that was asking about, um, just one time for the fan and what we got coming up. People was really excited to see T Will out in the field, right from behind the podcast for my ATL Sports. Hopefully, Bodie can make a sighting out here on practice. Carrie's even coming up for this too as well. Deke
It's
Ruffin, I
Terry,
believe, is flying
baby.
in this weekend. Man, this is an amazing weekend. Of course, Atlanta United played Saturday too as well. So, Falcon fans, if you guys are looking for something to do, head on down to the Mercedes-Benz. How Pools in the chat has seen and heard number 7, giving y'all that big shout out. How Pool, yeah, man, big shout out. To Bijan, how you were sitting right there. I think he was standing not too far behind us. But to see him turn back as he was walking away and then come back to our area, that was really cool. That was really cool. But yeah, man, this is what we're doing here at One Time for the Fan. It's always from the fan, for the fan. People enjoy the podcast, so we continue giving you guys what you all want. We're a positive group of podcasters. You see it with Carrie. You see it with T. Will, Bodie too as well. Like, we just want the team to win. Even talking with Mike Bell today, I was staying on the same stuff. Like, this is what we do on One Time for the Fan. And it'll be great. I think Mike Bell, we can get a chance to get him to stop by too as well. Too, I think the 2 hours of talking with Mike Bell today before the show, we should be able to get him out there. Plus, we got a nice game of golf coming up too as well. Hopefully, we can arrange that with Mike Bell too. But yeah, man, it's going good. Even talking to Young Wei Koo today, he came over to sign some autographs. You guys probably follow his social media page. He plays golf too as well. So now that I'm so heavy into golf and I'm getting better and my handicap is getting lower and lower to where I can probably be on the tour in a year or two. Getting a chance to talk golf with some of these guys is big too, because even Michael Penix, he posted on his page recently, he's looking for some golf buddies and some lessons. And now he's out there playing. Koo's out there playing. I even asked Hodge about it. Hodge got a lot going on, but it's just cool. These players in their spare time, do these type of things. Some go on vacation, some do fishing, some take care of personal things around the house. And you got some people that golf. You got some people that just sit there and play on the video game too as well. So, it's just cool to just, talk with these players, even the rookies, right? We've been here as Falcon fans, T. Will, this, for years. And these rookies are here in the building. They're seeing a lot of fresh faces, right? A lot of them's getting PR and media trained. But when they come over to the fans, it's like they're one-on-one with us, right? So those moments, you got to make sure, you always want to be on the player's good side. Don't say nothing ridiculous. I would even want to be over there on that Kirk Cousins side. I wouldn't want to imagine what they were saying over there to Kirk. Hopefully they was being respectful, because now that the players coming over to sign autographs, that was probably the moment I'm sure people probably, said some things. But just some insight, some camp insight for you all, so you guys know what's going on at camp. You can bring your jerseys. Don't bring no helmets. No helmets. Last year, I think they allowed helmets in so players can sign it. This year, no helmets. You can bring your lawn chair. You can bring your bottled water. They have complimentary water up there. Food was reasonably priced. You guys are good when you guys come out there. Practice started at what time, T. Will? 9:30, and it ended about like 11:15. It was
Yeah. Yeah.
Right there.
Yep.
So, great times out there in the field today with Falcon fans. We'll be back out there Saturday. And like I said, the chat is live. The chat is lit. Ray 50 in the chat. I miss those Friday night lights the Falcons used to do. Man, that shit used to be so lit. The Friday night light scrimmage. Hey, man, maybe it's something they can look into the future. But I do remember that. I remember the one in Gwinnett County a couple of years ago at the high school. I think it was North Gwinnett or Central, whatever. I can't remember what it was, but the parking was ridiculous. Having to park somewhere on Highway 78 and then walk across the street just to get to the damn, to get to the stadium. That shit was crazy, but it's always good just to be a Falcon fan out there. King Richie, that stadium going to be rocking. You just added Georgia fans and Tennessee fans rooting for the Falcons now. T. Will, agree or disagree with what King Richie's saying?
I gotta agree. I mean, yeah, it is going to be rocking, man. I believe so. Yeah, we need a playoff game in the bins. We've never had one, so we need one.
Right.
So yeah,
Right.
let's
A
do it.
playoff game, even on the road, will be fine. A playoff game in general will be fine. Hell, you can send us to Australia to go play. I'll be there. But we need something in the bends. T-Boy, the
Yeah, we
fans
do.
deserve this. The city deserves this. But it's going down in a major way. Um, Lisa Shepard said, Jack, did you see some ain'ts out there today? I saw a car when we were walking up that had some Alvin Kamara jerseys in the front seat, passenger seat, and in the headrest of the back seats. But I don't know. I didn't see no fan wearing any um, any other gear today. Saturday, I expect one Saints fan to show up. I can expect to see that. They randomly just want to pop out. But Falcon fans, you gotta hit that like, share, and subscribe button because it is going down in a major way here. Um, let's see here. T, what you got? I got you, brother. Smooth season. The chat's going down in a major way. Bring your football in your Sharpie. You see it from Lisa Shepard here in the chat, trying to educate some fans on what to bring, what to do, so you guys can know and be ready for Saturday. They do run over to those kids, though. I ain't gonna lie. If you got a kid with you, put them on the front line, because they do run over to the kids before they run over to the adults. So, big shout out to the players. Big shout out to the organization. Big shout out to the Falcons. Lisa Shepard's in the chat. I will show you the ropes, Carrie. You will have a good time. Yeah, Carrie's going to be in the building. I'm going to link up with her on Sunday too as well. But I can't wait. I can't wait to see my Falcons family again this weekend. T Will, let's go ahead and get up out of here, man. We talked about day one. We talked about the oohs and ahs. Nothing negative to report here about the Atlanta Falcons on day one. Nothing negative. I can't go out there and say, "Oh, this guy needs to catch the ball more," and this guy couldn't block. And nope, nope, nope. Everybody had a good day. The weather held up. Even after the practice was just the same as like going to the practice, talking with Mike Bell and Carr Dukes and Mike Conti, and hanging out with them for a little bit. And that's what you get. That's day one. That's day one in the books. Go watch NFL Network. Go, do something. But that's day one in the books, T Will. I ain't got nothing else to report. But I'm excited about what I saw today from players like Kyle Pitts, from players like Mooney, from players like Michael Penix Jr. And there's a couple others, Bijan Robinson too as well. But I'm super excited about this season. T Will, your final thoughts, and let's get to some shout outs, man.
Hey man, it was a good first day. As Ice Cube said, it was a good day. Enjoyed it, man. Looking forward to coming back on Saturday.
Right.
Hey man, to everybody that came out, enjoyed seeing y'all. It was a great time. Let's do it again. I got to thank my guy Jack Spade and Mr. Eric Parker for putting me in this business. Thanks to my guy Debo. Thanks to A1. Thanks to Smitty. Thanks to Berto. Good to see you today,
Big
Berto.
shout out to Berto, man. Even meeting the family too as well, Berto. That was
Yeah,
great that you brought the
that
family.
was great.
Big shout
That was
out to Berto.
great. Good to see Lisa today. I think I said Chris A1. So good to see my brother as always. So yeah, man, it was fun. Great day. So hey guys, I gotta roll because I gotta hop over to my channel and do T Will, Debo, and Jordan's Thursday night throwdown.
Drop the link in the chat if you can before you head out.
Actually,
So any
will
fan that wants to click
but
it and see, they can
about
go
to
on over
do
to
that now.
for my ATL Sports. T1 over there chopping it up and talking with the Falcon fans tonight too, at the bar at Hooters, talking with the Falcon fans at Flowery Branch. You hear T Will talking about his podcast, talking about one time. T was like, "Yo, Jack, come over here. Yo, Country, come over here. Yo, I want you to meet this person." T Will is in the field, Falcon fans. He's in the field. He is the hardest working podcaster in the game. I might be talking to somebody next, T Will. Hey, Jack, I just want you to come meet this guy real quick, man. He's super cool, man. T Will, they recognize T Will. T Will's he's out here, man. So
it was a good day, man. It was a good out. But hey, everyone in the chat, thank you guys. You guys have an amazing day. Jack, I will see you Thursday, man. Y'all be good. Good night, everybody.
Yep. Oh, tomorrow morning, Falcon fans, there goes T Will off to another show. That's what it's about, man. Look, we're having a good time. We're feeling good. Hope you all are feeling good. Just enjoy the night. It's Thursday night. Tomorrow, breakfast with one time for the fan. We'll talk a little bit more about the Atlanta Falcons, just updating you all on anything that happened overnight, or just after practice that we didn't talk about. But Elisa Shepard said it was a good day. You cannot complain. Eric Parker's in the chat, giving the shout outs too as well. ATL Divas in the chat too as well. And I saw the question you guys asked. Where is it? Hold on. It said, was whatchamacallit here, or was he avoiding me? Felipe Franks. Felipe Franks is good. That's the homie. Big shout out to everybody here in the chat talking Falcons football. Once again, the 92.9 crew, super cool group, man, over there. I've talked to them before a few times. They even mentioned when we pulled up to North Carolina with the buses with the Rise Up Tour fan club. They totally remember that. Talked about the parade and stuff and just what the Rise Up Tour fan club does on the road. And they were super excited about what we have coming up. So big shout out to Thomas Scott and the crew over there for what you all do, because, people hear about this all the time. Fans coming up today asking about New Orleans. Y'all doing another parade? Y'all doing this? What's going on? Man, we having a good time, right? And we hope that Falcon fans have a good time too as well. So big shout out to everybody who was at the camp today, Saturday. Show up early. You got to be there on time, because I'm telling y'all, it's going to be crazy. And then once again, after the practice, if you want to hang out, if you want to get some food, you want to talk some Falcons football, we're going to be at Diesel Tap House. You see it on the screen right here. We're going to be at Diesel Tap House. We talked to a lot of fans who's going to be pulling up today. A lot of content creators who's going to be pulling up over there too as well. To do what? To talk Falcons football, have a good time. I can't remember. I haven't been over there in a while. I think they have like the pool tables, like little cool stuff to do and all that stuff. So anybody wants to get whooped on some pool, hey, come on out there. Let's have a good time. If you got somebody, hey, Eric Parker tried to tackle me today. As soon as I walked up, I said, "Look, bro, hey, I thought we finna line them up. I know we were playing tackle football. I thought you want to line up 1-on-1." As soon as I walk up to Eric, he over there like damn Devondre Campbell. He over there like damn Caden Ellis. I'm like, "Hey, what you doing?" Big shot to Eric Parker, man. But we're gonna have a good time this Saturday. Enjoy it. See y'all then. Falcon fans, hit that like, share, and subscribe button one time for the fan.